Okay, so we need to somewhat as a teaching moment. So Wyatt has been to see me before with an ankle issue, fixed up really nicely. How old are you?
14.
14, and so you know they always fix up really nice and quick. He plays soccer, and this is the issue that he's got right now. So go ahead and do the motion. And so,
Like right up in there.
go ahead. And so, if you go higher, does it hurt you worse?
Yeah, higher the worse, and farther out the worse.
Okay, and so go ahead and give it a, oh yeah, I just hate it completely. Good. What number?
What do you mean like wait?
0 to 100. 100's being really nasty.
70, 65.
Okay, good. So pretty high, right? And he says it's also been bothering him all day, and just being with it hurts you, right?
Yeah, like sitting
Okay.
down on the chair, I have to like use both hands. Like,
Okay. Okay, so here's my teaching moment, because he's been here just not too long ago, and we taught him 4 exercises. So here's my question. Have you tested and treated those 4 exercises?
I have.
You have. I see, he's better than most of our patients. See, that's what you get. You do a bunch of kids. So sit on down. Let's take a look. Good boy. All right. Most people don't. They come back and
I'll
have
do
that.
it on the side of the field. Like if it's starting to hurt, I'll like sub and go out and do it then. So,
And, okay, no, I'm saying for this injury here, did you
Yeah.
test and treat?
Oh, yeah, like-
Okay, but it didn't change anything. Okay, so let's just take a look. So side to the front of the chair, and we'll do the arm raise, the twist, the leg raise, and the sit to stand, just so I can see it. Okay. Go up, 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 back, 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 back. There you go. And you're not treating yourself. You're testing right now. No, you're treating right now. Test both of them. So your idea of what it was, so it's just up, 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 back. You're trying to find your bad one, okay? So you were assuming always one was the bad one? Okay, so now do what? Twist. Put your hands on your belly. Guys, sorry about the noise upstairs, but got some. Okay, which one of those is worse?
Left.
Okay, which one of your arms was worst?
Left.
Left, okay, so good, so the same. Turn your body, do the leg raise. And you'll notice every single exercise he has started on his right, which is usually his good side. The side that they start with is usually the good side. Which way's harder? Good.
Right side.
Right side's harder on this one, okay. And now do your sit to stand.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
Does that hurt?
Yeah.
Okay, did it hurt on the other side?
No.
Okay, so have you tried to do this on the other side yet? But it did nothing yet?
It did a little bit, but it still didn't help with like the side to side movement or
Okay.
the up and down.
Okay, and we'll show you some other things on that. So, guys, even though he said he's done it and stuff, he didn't do it in front of me, so I don't know whether he's done it correctly. I don't know whether there's anything I can help him with. And so a lot of people always say, well, what do you do now? What do you do? Now I'm going to say, I start with a 4. I let him do it. I let see it work. I correct any things that I might see that he may not have. And then we'll advance from there. Because, again, he was only shown one time this whole thing, so him to be able to take it right through like he did is pretty good. So go ahead now and let's do that was number 1. What was your second worst exercise?
Second worst.
Biggest difference, left side versus right side?
My leg was like shaking.
Okay.
Yeah.
On the right, which is your bad side, which should be that one. Okay. And then which one? Twist or arm raise?
Arm raise.
Okay, cool. So you know what? Let's start. Guys, the sit to stand, which one? So the sit to stand bugs you the most. Is that correct? All right, let's just start there. That's where I tell people to start. So let's just start there. On the good side. There you go. Yep. Now, and if you prefer to have your leg behind you, you can. Do whatever you want. If you want it in front or behind your leg, that's fine. You're going to try to do 2 sets of 10 or 12. All right, now, and I'm not trying to kill you, so we can always go to higher surface once you get tired. We can always go to 2 chairs if need be, too. It should always remain smooth. If you all of a sudden notice that your motion's not staying smooth anymore, just go to the higher chair that's over there. Where's that? Is that 10? Good. Why don't we jump over to the other chair to do the other 2 or 10 when you're ready. So rest for a second.
I have 3 days of practice back to back.
Oh, you did
Yeah.
afterwards. So you kept away the other stuff pretty well. Did you even need to treat yourself after a little bit? Did you kind of stop treating yourself, which is
It kind of, like, everything went away.
Good,
I had, like,
good.
2 weeks practice with no problems.
good? Did you, by any chance, even if it was once a week, test these 4 exercises to see what you looked like? You did, and did
I
it?
showed all my parents and some of my friends.
Okay, good. But did you keep on a regular basis just testing to see if you're, and tell the truth, it doesn't matter. I mean, were you doing, or are you at least testing to see whether you're getting tighter or not anywhere?
After the first, like, 3 weeks, not regularly.
Okay. Hey, it's coming through this.
It's probably great.
Okay, so you haven't, when was the last time you tested yourself before this injury?
Tested, like, 2 weeks ago, but treating
Good.
every day or every other day.
You have been?
Yeah. Because I'm afraid it's going to go back to where it was.
Oh, yeah, you don't have to necessarily lean as young. I got you. Okay, wow, all right. Thanks. So this is an awesome patient right here. Look at how much he's doing. This is great. And he still gets hurt, but that's life. Because you went and kicked the ball or something, didn't you?
I was, I just had gym, so I was, like, still on a stretch, and I was just walking through my courtyard at my school. My friend had a ball, so I was like, hey, ball. So we tossed it in the air. And I went to kind of volley it, I'm not going to use this like that, and then just kind of like twang.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. And now, guys, you know, and you did too, have you gone over to the other side just to try to treat it and see if it worked?
I'm kind of staying away from it. It hurts.
No, have you gone to the good side and
yeah.
done it?
I've been doing that, like practice and stuff.
And it didn't do anything?
It kind of
Very little.
It dampens it, but it
Okay,
comes
that's okay.
right back if I
Okay.
try to use it more.
So go ahead and do some more sit-to-stand. So I apologize, I've been having the mic here, guys. I'm not sure whether you've been totally hearing him, so. So you guys didn't see him last time. This has always been one that even on the other side is, he doesn't have the stability of maybe coming up and down. And so this one's, you know, I question a little bit just from knowing him from the last test, whether this is one that's going to be the winner or not. And you guys now are going to hear some static. Besides the pounding upstairs, you're going to hear some static because actually the heat just turned on in the vents here. So if you hear a shh, that's why. What number are you on?
That's 11.
Okay, that's good. All right, so what I want you to do is come back over there. Now there's a couple things I sometimes, why don't you stand up? Sometimes before I retest the other side, I actually test the issue again. So go ahead and retest this. Look at the height. How's the height now?
A little higher, but
Okay, so you got higher, you notice. You may say, oh, but it still hurts, so it can. And now do a little bit more of that.
that's better, but
Okay,
still.
so yeah, it still hurts, so, but it was a 70. What is it now?
That was like a 50, 55.
All right, so just to keep you good, why don't you go to the table? There's a higher table. Why don't you do it from there? All right, but instead of doing 10 or so, why don't you just do 15 or 20 of them? So guys, I'm going to focus over to him for a second. He's going to be out of the light now, so it's going to be a little darker. All right, and so he's going to just do it from a higher surface. Again, just to, I'm going to give you guys a couple cues here. Is I'm going to say, I want you to make that side look like what you want the other side to look like. So if you want it to be powerful, do some powerful movements up on it. All right, and again, if 10 or 12 is kind of easy, do 15 to 20. But again, we're not trying to kill you. We're just trying to use effort. And so sometimes, one of the reasons, and you just can walk and talk here, one of the reasons that people will stop, like you'll do 2 exercises and it goes from a 70 to a 55. You say, that's not much. But sometimes it requires many more sets to get deep lying muscle tissue. Okay, so the tissue that might be hurting you may be a very deep muscle. And so the other one's got to get fatigued out first.
That 70 to 55 is a lot better than 70.
Okay, good,
That's a
good.
lot better.
So he said that was a lot better even. And so what I'm trying to get to is that majority of injuries can be reduced dramatically by doing those 4, or testing all 4 and doing the worst ones. But it does require sometimes that that muscle you're trying to get to, there's layers of muscle. And so sometimes it's trying to get to deeper and deeper layers. So these have to get more and more recruitment and more pain. So is that 2?
Yeah,
Okay.
2.
Or is that 1? Okay.
That's 1.
You can
rounds, I guess.
All right. Now, what was nice to hear him say is he said that 55 that he called it the second round was much better than the 70. You know, so he acknowledges that he'd rather have the 55 than a 70. So come on over here. Now, we didn't even retest his bad side yet. But again, I mean, his bad sit to stand side, which you may say, oh, I thought we were supposed to. Well, supposed to is part of the learning process. Doesn't mean we have to, not necessarily. All right, so what I want you to do is go ahead and kick up your bad side again. Let's just do one at a time, straight up. How's that feeling?
And that was a little bit, but not
much. Okay, good. And then let's do the kick out.
That was the same thing, like not a lot less.
Good, see? You're easy. So again, I mean, some people go, oh, I hate doing that stuff, but if you're hating it, simply increase the height. Okay, so if you say, well, you know what, I didn't like it here, I didn't like that one, I didn't mind, or you could go to the back of the sofa. It's working, that's what I always tell these people. So why change to something else that may not work? So go and keep doing it. So I hope you guys heard what I said too. Why change? And somebody says, oh, they're fatiguing out. Well, if they are, I'd move them up. I mean, he went, what did that go from, 55 to a what?
25, 30.
Yeah, so you know, that's great improvement. I still take into consideration the height, and if he's fatiguing, I'll raise it up higher. Or, those of you who know this, I can make him do it in his head. I can make him just visualize it. You haven't had that one yet. I don't even make you do it. You just visualize doing it. You close your eyes and you visualize doing it for 2 sets of 12. Or 2 sets of 20. It's pretty wild.
I think I read about that. My psychology class in 8th grade is an elective.
Oh, okay.
Sports psychology.
Yeah, yep.
Read a little passage from that. It was
Yep, a lot of the athletes
like
train
how
that way.
pros can, like, when they're just like sitting on the bus, they'll like picture themselves taking a shot or in a situation.
Yes, and I can show you. Maybe one of these days when you come over in pain, we won't treat it all by moving. We'll have you do it on your head, and that's pretty cool. Have you shown this to any friends, and did they have any major out of balances and think it was cool?
2 twins on my team who like missed like a week of practice because their knees and ankles were hurting. It's kind of like fine. So they've been playing for the last 2 weeks too. So
with what you did? Is the coach seen you do it or anything like that?
He's kind of like looked at me like what are you doing on the sideline? But he's happy because I'm not playing terrible anymore.
Yeah, good.
I can actually like run. The nice thing.
What age group is it only 8th grade?
U15, so 9th grade and 1 10th grader.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, I'm really young for my grade. So.
You are?
Yeah, like most of my friends are 15 now.
Okay. Is that getting easier? I know that's crazy, but was that getting easier?
It's smoother.
Smoother, good. And guys, if you don't know it, because again, I don't know what courses you've seen yet and what you've done, is that oftentimes when a body starts getting better, the good side actually gets smoother or easier. I like the word he chose better than what I did. So come on back. And retest, kicking up. How's it feel?
It's like not, you can barely tell it's there.
Good. All right, so do the other one. How's it feel?
Still hurts a little bit, but.
Okay, so I'm just going to do one more of these because we've done 6 sets. We're going to do one more set at 8. And that's really, after that, that's kind of what I like to do, all right, up to there. But we're going to go from even a higher surface. I want you to go fast, all right? I just want to, because, again, fast is what happens in a sport.
Yeah.
So if you guys didn't hear that, a lot of times I just, go ahead, whichever one you want to choose to do it on.
At that time, it was like from 25, 30 to like 10 or 15.
Okay, so he went from a 30 on that one down to a 10 or 15. And so now I want you to go really fast. Yeah, just like, flare up. I want you to do these 20. Yeah, just like that, really quick. Good, he's even getting some ankle motion in there just because that's what he began doing. So just get him quick. Think it's fast, 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 fast. It's like you and I are racing to see who can do 20 the fastest. You guys may say, why would you do that? Again, I get curious about things, and so I try them. It's not confusing to him. I'm still doing the same exercise. How many did you get?
Oh, that's 20 today.
Good. Fair enough. Relax for a second. I was doing this with some personal trainers last night, and they hate the sit to stand. Right? They totally hate it. But the changes they saw were pretty phenomenal too.
Yeah, I showed my dad, and we have a kind of high chair in my house, and I used to like get started, like warm up, and then use a like smaller chair, like a bench I made, and he got the high chair, and he went, just trying to go back down. So we actually had to get him to where he was sitting down, like right there.
But, ooh, that boy needs to be working on it because he's going to have some issues. Does he have pain elsewhere?
He's got knee pain from my old tennis injury.
Man, it's just because he's so stiff. All right, one more time. One more round. Quick as possible. Boom, boom, boom. Let's race it, race it, race it. Go. There you go. That's what I want. Think about that becoming the other side. Explosive. Think there's a 100-pound person on your side too. You're trying to explode them off. You're trying to shoot them off. Again, guys, you may be asking, well, why is he doing that? Hey, look, it's curiosity. I know that the things have to do slow at times, and sometimes they have to be fast. He's a soccer player. He's got to have momentum at times. That's good. Good enough. Come on over here. And step back a little bit more towards the light. There you go. And go ahead and kick up.
My jeans won't even go far enough for it.
Good. And now kick over. There you go. Cool?
Nothing. Yeah.
There you go. Fair? All right, there you go. So you stay back there because we'll do one more thing. Now, guys, I can clean him up with a twist, or I can do some more of that. There's no sense of you guys having to watch this whole part of it, but he's good, he's clean, and he's good to go, really. And that was probably in less than 10 minutes or so. I said I was gonna go, but I do want to see him do the other 4 tests just to see how he's doing, because that leg raise was kind of funky. So go ahead and come up on your right side, make sure it's feeling pretty decent. Does that feel good?
Fine.
Go over and do your leg raise, because that was kind of funky. You said it was shaky.
Yeah.
How's it feel?
Way farther.
Okay, good.
Way farther.
All right, and do your twist to your left. And again, he knows that he's just doing it to the left or the sides or the bother somewhere. Oh, that's much further. That's awesome. That's smooth too. Check that out. So you see, maybe as the weeks went on, you're not thinking you're tight, but now do you think you were tight?
Yeah.
Looking at it now, yeah. See, you were thinking that you were very flexible, and now before when you started, you were only normal looking. Now you're looking very flexible. Good. Now check out your arm. Right?
Oh, that's way better.
See, that's what you have to remember as your normal, and that's one of the parts that goes. Cool? Good? Awesome.